Okay, so that last command, the set point command, actually crashed the program and I had to restart my computer. So I'm not going to use that command anymore. I'm just going to lay everything out manually. So I can start with layers. And I'm just going to bring everything to the 0 plane. I believe this was 1.5 plus 2, 3.5. I'm just laying my chair out flat. My dominoes aren't actually terribly useful besides creating mortises, so I might get rid of those. Since those are all fabricated to the exact same size. These guys I can rotate flat. And I could delete some of these redundant parts. I like to keep them around just because then I know that I definitely need 2 of something in terms of machine setup. And this might not be the most efficient way to do it. Like I said, I'm not nearly as comfortable with Rhino as Colleen is, but this way has worked pretty well for me. And I'm going to group these pieces together since they will eventually be a solid component. I could always ungroup them if I need to take measurements. And this one, I think I'll probably just put the leg at the 0 plane. And I could take it apart and straighten it if I need to really look at it. So one leg pointing one way, one leg pointing the other way. I still have my intact chair on another layer. And now I can just start to take some dimensions. So this guy doesn't need to be at an angle anymore, so I might just rotate that flat. And for dimensions, you can either do a linear dimension, which means it follows the orthographic lines, or you can do an aligned dimension for something that's outside of the orthographic line. So a good aligned dimension would be this shoulder. I can also play with my dimension styles. So if I go into dimension styles, if I'm in the inch decimal, I probably want to be in the inch fractional. Oops. Now it's 1.5, and I can even alter this dimensions style. So if I say set current dimension, keep clicking on dimension styles, if I double click on this guy, I can change the size of the font, I can change the degree of precision that I want. So 16th is pretty good. I can change the precision for the angles, that might be important. Anything that's aligned with the orthographic lines, I could just use the linear dimension. If I want to measure an angle, hit angle dimension. And that's 85, so that's going to be pretty consistent since almost everything on this chair was 5 degrees. So you could see that I could either print out a full-scale drawing of this, or I could just take all my relevant dimensions that I need. I could start to model jigs or sleds or templates or something that I need as well. And this can just be my master blueprint for my chair. So hopefully that's helpful for everyone. Sorry that it dragged on for so long. And let me know if you want me to model anyone else's chair in the future.